Right. Do you know how to show surprise, disagreement, enthusiasm, or a strong opinion just by changing the tone of your voice? Let's talk about it today on the Accent Journey. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Accent Journey, the podcast for non native speakers of American English who want to sound clearer, more confident, and more natural when they speak. I'm Steve Nelson, an American English accent coach with AccentFirst.com. In the last episode, we talked about back channels and discourse markers, the small sounds and phrases that help conversations flow naturally. Today, we're going to explore another powerful feature of spoken English: emphasis and contrast. Native speakers don't just use stress to highlight important information. They also use stress to show correction, contrast, surprise, disagreement, enthusiasm, and strong opinions. In fact, the exact same sentence can mean very different things depending on which word receives the most emphasis. Today, you'll learn how English speakers use stress to shape meaning and how you can start doing it too. All right, what is contrastive stress? Let's begin with a simple sentence. I wanted the blue shirt. All right, now listen carefully. Version 1. I wanted the blue shirt. Since I stressed the word I, it means not somebody else. I wanted it. Version 2. I wanted the blue shirt. This time I stressed the word wanted, which means I desired it. Version 3. I wanted the blue shirt. This time I stressed the word blue, which means, for example, not the red one. Version 4. I wanted the blue shirt. This time I stressed the word shirt, which means, for example, not the jacket. Same words, but because I stressed different words in each one, it gives a different meaning. That's contrastive stress. Why do native speakers use this? Contrastive stress helps speakers correct misunderstandings, highlight differences, emphasize important information, express strong feelings, and without it, speech can sound flat, or listeners may miss your intended meaning. All right, let's practice. Imagine someone misunderstands you. Repeat after me. Example 1. I said Tuesday, not Thursday. I said Tuesday, not Thursday. We met in Boston, not Chicago. We met in Boston, not Chicago. He ordered coffee, not tea. He ordered coffee, not tea. Notice how the corrected word receives the strongest stress. Now let's use emphasis for opinions. Repeat after me. That was a great movie. This is really important. I love this restaurant. The presentation was fantastic. That was an excellent idea. Stretch the stressed word slightly. Give it more energy. English speakers often use emphasis to show surprise. So, for example, you met the president? They paid how much? He ran a marathon? You're finished already? Now let's try it again and imagine you're genuinely surprised. You met the president? They paid how much? He ran a marathon? You're finished already? Let's try some more practice. Listen and repeat. I wanted the blue one, not the black one. We went by train, not by car. She works in marketing, not sales. They arrived on Friday, not Saturday. I ordered water, not soda. Now let's try some dialogue practice. Repeat both roles. Dialogue 1. Did you say Wednesday? No, I said Thursday. Dialogue 2. Did you drive there? No, we took the train. Dialogue 3. Do you like the restaurant? I love the restaurant. Dialogue 4. Was the meeting difficult? No, actually, it was quite easy. Now let's practice the not but pattern. This pattern is extremely common in English. So, for example, it's not cheap, but it's affordable. He's not angry, just frustrated. It wasn't bad, just unexpected. She's not quiet, she's thoughtful. So repeat each sentence and notice how stress highlights the contrast. Now let's add some emotion. Repeat after me. That was amazing. I'm so excited. This is exactly what I needed. That was incredible. I'm really grateful. In natural speech, emphasis often communicates emotion, not just information. All right, now for this week's practice passage. I'll read it twice, the first time slowly and the second time a bit more naturally. Last week, I planned to take the train to Chicago, but the schedule changed unexpectedly. I didn't travel on Friday, I traveled on Saturday. At first, I was frustrated, but the trip turned out to be fantastic. In fact, it was one of the best weekends I've had in a long time. Last week, I planned to take the train to Chicago, but the schedule changed unexpectedly. I didn't travel on Friday, I traveled on Saturday. At first, I was frustrated, but the trip turned out to be fantastic. In fact, it was one of the best weekends I've had in a long time. When you say this, focus on giving the words train, Friday, Saturday, frustrated, fantastic, best the most stress. The text for this passage will be in the show notes for this episode or on our website at accentfirst.com/podcast. Okay, now for the key takeaways for this episode. First, English speakers use stress to highlight meaning. Second, contrastive stress helps correct information. Third, emphasis expresses opinions and emotions. And four, the same sentence can mean different things depending on which word receives stress. If you remember one thing, the most important word gets the most energy. For this week, take 5 simple sentences and stress a different word each time. For example, I bought a new car. Every time you say it, try giving these words the most stress. I, bought, new, and car. And notice how the meaning changes. Then listen to interviews, podcasts, or TV shows and pay attention to how native speakers use emphasis when expressing opinions or correcting information. Thanks again for continuing the accent journey. This podcast is brought to you by Accent First Speech Communication Services and is hosted by me, Steve Nelson. Drop us a line at info@accentfirst.com. Our music is Hypnosis by Vendredi. And if you enjoy the show, make sure you're subscribed on your favorite podcast player. And don't forget to rate our podcast, leave a review, and also a comment letting us know what you think of the show. Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and remember, sometimes changing one stressed word changes the entire message.